update. So, today, we're going to play Stiflenought. This deck has been around in Legacy for a really, really long time. It's got some new toys. So we've got some new toys. So put a plus some kind of a target creature, it phases out. Essentially, it's all built around this Dreadnought. There are some other cards that get a little bit of value from the neutering of the ETB figures, like right here. So basically, this, you cast this, then you get a 1-mana 12/12. Pretty sweet. You can also stifle the ETB when this comes into play. When it enters, sacrifice at least 12. Not if you stifle it. So, you have a bunch of ways to cheat shit in. You have these to cheat. I don't know about this. But it should be a fun deck to give a try. 2 snow-covered island, huh? And then a bunch of forests and wastelands. Because that's what you want in your 2 iterations. Yeah. 5 forces. Auto tier 1 deck. Listen, it's playing Murktide, so the deck can't be that bad. That's how Legacy works. And what we got in the sideboard? We've got Torpor Orb. This is for Doomsday. Shit like that. Run Afoul for the Delver. Alright. Let's give it a go. I'm pretty sure this dude Delthar only plays this weird mono black stuff. But we'll see. Oh no, Mox Opal. Oh boy. I wonder what they're playing. There's so many things they could be playing. Chalice on 1. Well, and my entire hand costs 1. So I probably ought to counter that. Let's pitch the Force. Not a good start. Not a good start. Alright, well we can Library next turn. So we're going to Ponder. Force of Will, Brainstorm, Uro. Well, not a lot of these cards actually do anything. I guess we can keep the Brainstorm. We could go Brainstorm, Force, Uro. Yeah. There's no point putting the Force in our hands. Do we actually just want to shuffle these? I guess we kind of want the Force. They only have 3 cards in hand. Alright, we'll do 1, 2, 3. Shuffle no. It's probably not bad having an Uro after we play Sylvan. No, we're gonna lose the Uro. But we're gonna get the Force. Incoming Ninja Turtle. Yeah. So they're playing 8 cast. Sigh. That card's so fucking annoying. Yep. Alright, we have double bolt. But the problem is we need to fetch green here for the Sylvan Library. Pretty sure we don't have a Tega in the deck. Let's check. Nope, no Tega. Which is unfortunate in this situation. Because we won't really want to kill this. We really, really, really want to kill this. Because it's going to make 1,000,000 power in dudes. Or we could just kind of ignore it with Uro. What do we want to do? We're going to have to lose the Uro if we play the Sylvan. We have dress downs in our deck. So I think we can let the Psy go a turn and just play this Sylvan Library. The construct is going to be big, but we're playing 4 dress downs. So I think we can play to just drawing a dress down and not really giving a shit about the construct. Because, I mean, worst case scenario, they just make 3 1/1s, which is obviously going to be a trouble, but... Like, we should find a way to answer these constructs with the dress down. Main deck dress down should be quite the blowout against them. They're making a thing main phase. Why would they do that main phase? Thoughtcast, you say? Oh no! I'm sorry, Turtle Power. That's not good. I'm sorry, my friend. Well, yeah. I'm sorry you're going through that. I'm sorry you're going through all that. That's never good. On the plus side, that gives you more time for magic. Right? Glass half full. Hey, dress down. Would you like to use Sylvan Library's ability? Yes. So, let's see. We can go Bolt Bolt. We can go... what's the best play here? I think we're putting... Choose two cards in your hand to draw this. Choose two. I think we want... I haven't used Sylvan Library on Magic Online in a long fucking time. I want this. I want this in my hand. Pay for life to keep in hand. Put on top of library. Okay, perfect. And now they will make another saga. Take 8. Yes. So we also want them, to fetch up the thingy. Get the thingy. You know you want to. Get the thingy. We want them to get the Shadow Sphere. Once they get the Shadow Sphere. Because if we dress down now, they won't get the Shadow Sphere. They'll get some value piece of whatever. We want them to get the Shadow Sphere. Oh, you suck. Alright. Attack me. Why didn't they get the Shadow Sphere? That's pretty interesting. Alright, well, they knew. They knew that we had dress down. Is this EDH? No, this is not EDH. They get to sack these and draw with Psy. This is Legacy. I will export the deck list, which I should have done prior, but I'm a bad streamer. Draw a card. My decks. Upload new, browse. Oh no. Okay. That should work now. What's your question? What's up, Project A? What'd you say? Did you say something? I must have missed it. I need your judgment. I'm playing around as a 2K, and I'm thinking 2 silly main. Take out Jupiter's Mark, Command, Bone Crusher, and also Giant. I would run whatever is best to beat Murktide. I would play as many Endurances main as possible against Murktide. I think that deck's going to be everywhere. Murktide. I would build your deck to beat Murktide. That's what I would do. However you think the best way to do that is, if it's with Endurances, which it probably is, I would build to beat that. There's a bunch. Displacer Kitten is a messed up Magic card. It just is very easy to abuse it. Alright, they draw a card here. So it's very interesting to me that they didn't play this. Alright. Let's find a land and a Stifle so we could drop an Uro. It's very weird to me that they didn't use any more... What do I want to do here? I have so many options. And they're kind of cross purposes, right? I don't think I want this. I think I want these two. So we can just go... I think we double bolt this. The question is, why didn't they dump their handful of artifacts? Yeah, this is Rug Stiflenought. Yep, for sure. We could double bolt this, try and bait out a counter. We could play an Uro. I kind of think this is not the best of deck building. I think we just play a giant Merc. This thing is This thing's going to be a problem. Let's bolt it. If we play a giant Murktide, this thing just chumps our Murktide all day. Alright. Now we'll play the Scourge. Oop, not dress down. Fuck. Cancel. Murktide. Force Will, Ponder, Force Will, Bolt, Bolt. The old 2-mana 8/8. Your turn. Yeah. This is called Dress Down was in play. You're right. Dress Down was in play. Dress Down. Ooh. Yes. Wow. Okay. Put on top. Let's see. Put on top. Put on top. So now we're going to attack for 1,000,000. Now we get to force check them. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to put Uro's trigger on the stack. Uro resolves. Right? And we want to let the one resolve. No. Now we want to stifle this trigger, the escape trigger, and then look at us. We have an Uro. We didn't even have to do any fancy exiling. We just have Uro. So the cool thing about this is that now we have Uro. It's very weird that they just don't have... They haven't played a Force of Will. I'm like doing all these things thinking, all right, well, they'll counter this. Or surely they'll counter this. And they just don't have one. Which is obviously the best case scenario for us. You know, it's just like, oh, why are you not countering anything I'm doing? Yeah, 4 mana 6/6s that draw you a card every time they attack. So we can just... They're probably dead next turn. We just slip out the back of this and then attack them. I'm just used to playing against this deck with Storm, where every single turn they have 7 Force of Wills in their hand. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so destroy artifact. Destroy blue cards. Destroy artifact. Alright. Cindervines. Whenever opponent casts a non-creature spell, deals 1 damage to that player. Sacrifice this. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Cindervines deals 2 damage to that permanent's controller. That's why I want Cindervines. See blue cards. And then Meltdown destroys Chalice, destroys their whole world. We could bring in Torpor Orbs. Nah. End the Festivities? Nah. Scroll of Fate? Nah. Alright. So now let's think what we want to sideboard. We have to sideboard out 12 cards against them. 12 cards. Our deck is such a work of art. Side out Uro. Uro is friend. How are we supposed to win the game? They are going to bring in a lot of graveyard hate. Thinking these... Oh, Scroll of Fate seems okay. Orb is good. Orb is good. But it's not so good if I plan on Meltdowning. I really have no idea how to sideboard with this deck. What to use a scroll for? So essentially, when you manifest a card, you can manifest a 12/12 Dreadnought. So you just manifest an Uro, or you manifest a Dreadnought, and you put them face down, and then you attack with them, and then you just pay 1, flip the Dreadnought up. And when the Dreadnought's flipped up, the ETB doesn't work. It's the Illusionary Mask combo, essentially. Yeah, Illusionary Mask is what this deck used to play, but Scroll of Fate is just a more efficient version. Let's try setting out... Uro's too good. Let's side out a Murktide. Let's pretend that they're going to go after our... They're going to go after our graveyard. Scroll of Fate works. You just get to... Alright, this hand's reasonable. It's not great. We're missing a way to cheat this in. Burnt Bison. Giving out a gifted sub to Runkor. Yeah, no problem. Hope you had fun playing the elves. The Elvies. So... we have the bullshit stoppers. Meltdown Dreadnought, got him, pretty much. We just basically have to stop a Chalice on one. Alright. Good. Okay. Well. We should wait till the upkeep to do it, but it really doesn't matter. Okay. Ancient Tomb. One of the cool things about having a hand that does nothing is you could just stop them from doing things. Now, we can dress down, so we'll set it... Oh, look at that. That's so annoying. Well, all our fancy wastelands for nothing. We will set up a dress down into Dreadnought. Okay. So you're not doing anything. Yeah, we'll just dress down at the end of their turn. And then we'll Dreadnought on our turn. So, Mox Opal, okay. Who bought snacks? Okay. So now they're going to cast Thought Monitor. Emery. Do we give a shit about Emery? Emery will give them card advantage. We'll probably be able to find an answer for Emery next turn with our Brainstorm. So I'm going to let Emery resolve, right? Because we're going to cast Dress Down, then we'll untap. Probably cast the Dreadnought, and then we'll look for a Pyroblast. We'll Brainstorm for a Pyroblast. Yeah. Emery's fine. Chalice, Thought Monitor. Okay, so we're going to go to End Step. And we're going to put a Dress Down on the battlefield. Draw a card. Now we go to our turn. Look at all these blue cards. That's pretty sweet. So now we're going to play Dreadnought. 1 mana, 12/12. It's fine, opponent. You got a Force Will? Alright, we're going to force... Pitching, Dress Down. I should have played this land first. But it's okay. So now we're going to play Tarn. Going to Brainstorm looking for a Pyroblast or an answer to Emery. Well, hello there. We'll put back Scroll of Fate, Flooded Strand, Crack, get a Volcanic, GTFO Emery. And I'm feeling good. Feel good. I feel good about where we are. We have 12/12. You have nothing. They should have probably popped these baubles. Like, the fact that they didn't pop the baubles says that they have Thought Monitor in their hands, maybe? But they should pop these. What do you think about the new draft land? The one that you circle? Yeah, Dress Down is really weirdly worded. Whereas, like... I mean... There's so many versions of those tap land, it's kind of crazy. Blastoise? Nope, no Blastoise. Apparently no Blastoise. But we do have Force Will anyway. Okay. Layers are like ogres. Even the old frame Green Sun? Maybe, I don't know. I didn't spend the $25. But you could. It's weird what's on there and what's not. So this hand is kind of low-key terrible. But we're keeping it because Dreadnought's sweet. Yeah, if it's a secret lair. But Magic Online is weird. Some stuff secret lair, some stuff they just drop, you know, like they just released a whole series of the Strixhaven archives, which my buddy was playing last night. If you only flash and generate response to another attack. Foils Shepherds, yeah. It's about time that card got a reprint. That card is way too OP. Delver, you say? Oh. Okay, so what do we need to do here? What do we need to do? I want to Brainstorm. It would make the creature lose abilities, which would then make it lose, making a creature have all abilities again. You made Dress Down into a creature? Oh, I have no idea. That's a question for a judge, and if you ask 10 judges, each judge will give you a different answer. We could Brainstorm. If we Brainstorm first looking for a fetch land, they can just clean daze us. We don't really want to do that. So I guess we play Brainstorm now. Maybe they daze. No, they don't daze. All right, what do we want to put back? We have the ability here to dress down a Dreadnought in 2 turns. So I guess we put back. I guess we could dress down 2 Dreadnoughts. It's kind of crazy. I guess we'll put back Ponder Island. Play this and pass. They're not playing Stifle anymore. Reveal the lightning bolt. Alright. We just have to hope they don't waste us. A Brainstorm. We're floating a Ponder. We don't want to play a Ponder. We just want to play a Wasteland and then dress down at the end of turn. We really want this dress down to resolve. That answer isn't as fun. Alright. We don't really want to draw what we were going to draw. Misty. Alright. All our hopes and dreams rest on this dress down. All our hopes, all our dreams, all our plans rest on this dress down. Excuse me, I'm dying. No way it resolves? I mean, maybe not. Maybe not. If it doesn't resolve, we are in trouble. Another DRC. Up, just down. No way it resolves, he says. No way. Way, my friend. Way. Alright, how am I tapping? I'm making a 12-12. I am making a 12-12. I'm going to play another dress down during the upkeep. No. We're dead to bolt. I don't think I want to do it during the upkeep. Yeah. We don't want to give them the ability to cast Force of Will. Bolt. Sure. First they have to find Delirium. Well, if they have a Daze, they got us. Daze or Force of Will. If they have Daze or Force of Will, we are deceased. That doesn't do it. That doesn't do it. That doesn't do it, friend. Okay. Well. So we block the Delver, loses flying, block one of these, go to 2, untap, crunch. Alright, what do we want to play? We want to Run Afoul. Target opponent sacrifices a Delver. Yeah, double 12-12. We want End the Festivities. Destroy all whatevers. We want these. Could play Veils too. What do we want to cut? I think I want to cut Force Oils. I don't think playing Forces into Pyroblast is the way I want to live my life. Same concept with Murktides. Just going to cut the Murktides. I don't want to just invest in a Murktide to have it Pyroblasted. I don't want to fight a counter war with Dazes and stuff if they just get to Pyroblast my Force of Will. We keep one Murktide and one Force of Negation. For you, sure. Because you asked so nicely, sure. I don't know if Library on the draw is where I want to be in life. Alright. Do you need 12 cards to make PD work? What do you mean by PD? Oh, Phyrexian Dreadnought. Yeah, that's how, you know, we're playing Stiflenought. We're not playing not to make Dreadnought work. Only to get it destroyed by an artifact thing. Yeah. I had this idea a long time ago with this one friend of mine where we were going to buy up all the illusionary masks and stuff. And then we're going to play Stiflenought in some major legacy tournament. But I'm very lazy, so I didn't do it. We could kill that. The problem is if we kill that, we expose ourselves to Wasteland. So let's just let them play a little bit. See what they're drawing. Expressive Iteration, okay. I'll take a hit from this. Not doing anything, huh? I don't really want to let their iteration be that good. On one hand, like, I don't want to waste them because we need our mana so much more than they do. If you are going to waste your opponent, you always want to waste them when they tap the mana or like during the upkeep. So if they don't do anything now, I'm going to waste them here during the upkeep. So like, let's say, for example, if they have a Stifle, right? If I go to waste them on their end step, they cast Stifle, right? And then they just get to untap their land, right? This way, the way I'm doing it this way, they have to invest their mana on their turn. Does that make sense? That's why you always wait till upkeep. That's the proper legacy play. Because, like, let's say I waste them, they Stifle, then they just untap and go about their business. If they're going to Stifle it, make them Stifle on their turn so they spend their mana on their turn and they're all jammed up. Okay, so they're setting me up here, right? If I go to Stifle this, they can Daze and return this. So this is a jabate, right? They're jabating me. Because if I go crack, Stifle, then they can Daze, return this land to their hand, and I lose the Wasteland trigger. So this is a jabate, right? There's no reason for them to do that with this trigger on the stack if they're not jabating me. So I'm going to let this resolve. I don't want to get jabated by going, oh, crack, Stifle, and then they Daze, return this Volcanic Island to their hand, which negates this Stifle, which negates this Wasteland trigger. So this is a jabate. I mean, that's just how you play Legacy. That's how you play Stifle, Wasteland, Legacy shit. That's just how it works. Counterbalance? Why the fuck are you playing Counterbalance? Okay. That's weird. Fuck are you playing Counterbalance for? Why are you playing Counterbalance? When did this come into play? The people playing Counterbalance. Yeah, it's weird. Doesn't seem very good. I mean, it seems okay. I mean, Counterbalance is just RNG free win randomness. Sometimes it's good to counter Dread. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. It's just it's lacks some consistency. We could stifle this. I think I'm gonna. We know that they're trying to build towards iterations. Sure. Yeah. I don't think it's terrible. Here comes a DRC? Sure. We're saving the Run Afoul for a Murktide. Well, of course, the turn after we use our Stifle, here comes our friend. Hey, remember me? Alright, let's iteration. Okay. So we want Stifle to hand. Press down to the bottom, Volcanic and Exile, play Volcanic. Is there a reason to bolt this now? Yeah, we're just gonna bolt it. Okay. They didn't have the days to debate me with that whole thing I was talking about the days with the Wasteland, but it's okay. We will survive. Iteration. We really just don't want to be wastelanded. That's pretty much it. Anything that they do that's not wasteland, we don't care about. They did. They did next level me. Misty? Hell yeah. Anything that's not that's not Misty Rainforest returning iteration. Mystic Sanctuary returning. Channeler. Okay. I feel as though we just Dreadnought. We could Uro here. I kind of want to save the Run Afoul for I want to save the Run Afoul for a D. Oh, no, it's not going to work. I don't want to get dazed. So, we're going to cast Phyrexian Dreadnought. We're going to cast Stifle. Okay. That's all I got. They could easily have Artifact Hate to deal with this, like a Braid or Meltdown or something like that. You might as well Run Afoul now. They just don't have any counterspells. What the hell? Interesting. Like, that was really risky to do that, because they could Daze, return the Sanctuary. Here comes Iteration. Meltdown actually goes 1. That's fine. That was not good. We 2-for-1'd ourselves to do that. Alright, well, we get to just shit out a bunch of Uros. Let's play this land so we don't get dazed. Put that land into play. I kind of want to just waste this Sanctuary now. I don't want to fuck around with it getting dazed or whatever. Daze returning this. It's too strong to do. Murktide. Yep, here's a giant Murktide. Now the problem is our Uro gets dazed. Yep. Okay. I'm just gonna run the Uro into daze. Such is life. 1, 2. We don't care about types in our graveyard. Got daze? No daze. So sick. We're looking for... Put that land into play. And this was our land for... this is our land for Uro, so we still have a land draw for the turn. I guess I want these. I guess I can go play the Tarn, hide the Brainstorm on top, draw Brainstorm, Brainstorm back this Uro, crack the fetch. I guess that's probably good. So we go 1, 2, 3, show my library, no, play land for turn, yield. Alright. Iteration. I believe it does. I believe it works like the old charm used to work. I don't remember which charm it was, Vision Charm or whatever, where it says something phases out. You used to be able to use it on Dreadnought. So I think it does work. I'm pretty sure it does. Remember there was that one charm, Vision Charm, right? That was target creature phases out. That used to be played in this brew. So I'm pretty sure it works, but I'm not 1,000%, but it probably wouldn't be in the list if it didn't. Yeah, it would work. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. So I think that the target creature phases out is just a fancier version of the old Vision Charm that these decks used to play. I mean, if you look at this deck, this archetype's been around for forever. But it used to be like a mono blue list that would play Vision Charms and Stifles and stuff. You know, it doesn't work sometimes. Yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff you could do here. Alright, we're taking 9. Hopefully they don't have a Pyroblast for our Uro. Let's Brainstorm first. Wow. Wow, now these are some good fucking cards. Put these two back. Go to combat. Begin combat. Attack with Uro. Crack this. Get a tropical. No. These are crazy cards. These cards are so crazy. I guess we just borrow this. Then play our own giant Murktide. Alright, they forced. Well, that's a cute 6/6 you have over there. That's adorable that you have a 6/6. That's so cute. We need more dad jokes in chat. Why can't those be? Then it would be a foot. Oh my god. What's another dad joke? My grandmother actually told me this joke a long time ago. She said, "What did one wall say to the other wall? Meet you at the corner." So one day... Oh no! Their Murktide is now bigger than ours. I made fun of its size and then it grew. Oh no. A 9/9. A meow. What do you call a pile of kittens? A mountain? Oh my god. Oh, that's hilarious. What's orange and sounds like a parrot? Alright, what's orange and sounds like a parrot? Alright, I'll take 9 here. A carrot. Alright. I guess we take the 9, go to 3. Then we just iteration and find an answer for this bullshit. Okay, so first off, iteration. None of these are answers. So ponder to Scalding Tarn to hand, so we can play it off the Uro trigger. Stifle to the bottom, ponder to the top. Cast a ponder. Scroll of Fate. We want none of these cards. Shuffle. Bolt is really good. So we can bolt. We can bolt this. Attack, attack. They'll have to chump here. Then that doesn't work because we die to this. Let's see. We shuffled here. So, if we bolt, if we just swing both, what happens? If we just swing the Murktide, hope they don't block. I think we're dead here. We're not dead. First off, we're not dead. So let's just get the we're dead out of here. I think we swing with the Uro, play the other Uro, pass the turn. Alright, let's see what we get with this Uro. If we swing with this, they block here. If we double swing, they block. I think we're just swinging with this Uro, going to 9. The safe thing to do, swing with this Uro, go to 9, see what we draw. Swing with this Uro. Draw a card. Put Wasteland into play. They're going to take it. Okay. Interesting. So now we go 1, 2, 3. Play this other Uro. Choose an Uro to keep. We'll keep the one that can attack. Trigger. Put this into play. Sacrifice it. So now we bolt this. Block here. We do not have a Sanctuary in this deck, unfortunately. There's no Sanctuary in this deck. There should be. I'm just going to bolt this now. Yeah, they attack, we block here. Alright. We're dead to Pyroblast. Oh, Brainstorm? Fuck. I should have just fucking bolted that thing during the upkeep. I should have just bolted that thing during the upkeep. No, they don't lose counters to Dress Down. We're dead to a Pyroblast. Also bolt. Yep, we're dead to a lot of cards. Well, they get to look at some more cards. Also Murktide. Yep, we are dead. That's what I get for not wasting them. They used every bit of their mana that turn. Should have wasted them. Alright. Alright. Let's run it back. No, I want the scroll. Fuck. Why no Veil? The problem is the game didn't become about counterspells, right? They countered one thing that whole game. Like, the odds of being able to hold up a Veil while, like, it just adds 1 green mana to everything we're doing. which we can't really afford to hold up. We couldn't have played Dress Down. We could not have played. I don't want to play this. I don't want to Wastelanded. You were correct. But at the same time, if they gave that thing Delirium, I was dead. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. If they gave that thing Delirium, I was dead. If they got Delirium through delving and stuff, I was just dead to that thing. And I figured the more cantrips they chained together, the more looks they got at stuff. So they're playing around Stifle now. Yeah, but if then they brainstorm into Ponder, they just get so many free looks. But yeah, you're right. Should have just waited. They were at 4. Could have just maybe killed them with a bolt. I was thinking I should have bolted the DRC immediately. So the first opportunity I got to bolt it, I just took it. But probably should have been more patient with the bolt. Maybe I could have just killed them. That's true. That is... I mean, they probably just would have just let it die. Slip out the back, buddy. I could have. I thought this would have worked. I thought this worked. Didn't that used to work? Did I do the triggers wrong? Thank you. Oh, yeah, it works. It's fine. What the hell? That's what I thought. It worked. It worked. It just, you had to hit cancel, apparently. Phase it, I mean, and it's a 13. I don't know. That didn't look like a punt. We got a 13-13. How are you punting that? Oh, photo red. I mean, it seems like we got 13-13 to me. That seems okay. And they can't even kill it with Meltdown. You were about to. I didn't do anything. So you're the future. You're the thought crime people. You were gonna do something. So I'm gonna give you a punt. What was that movie with Tom Cruise? The what the hell was that called? The pre-punt. The thought Minority Report. Yeah, that's what there was. You gave me the Minority Report. You were guilty of a punt that you didn't commit. The precog. Oh, you're just a precog. You're pre-punting me. Nice. I didn't realize that's where chat was. Forrest Gump. The precogs. The pre-punt. Look at all this value they're getting from this little shit. This card's so broken. Forrest Gump, I love that movie. That's because you're from Alabama. You're from Alabama, so you identify with Forrest. Ooh, Stifle. Alright, well, crunch. Crunch. I'm going to crack this now for red. No, it doesn't really matter. I'm from Texas. Isn't Texas Arcana, Alabama? It's the same thing. Expressive Iteration. Sure. Yeah. That movie was very sad. Come Comparing Alabama to Texas should be a felony. Listen, I compare all... No, I'm not going to trash the South. You're right. I shouldn't compare Texas and Alabama. That's not... Yay! We did it with our 12-12 / 13-13. GG's. Okay. Undefeated, never lost. Alabama. Winning. So, I love Forrest Gump. I love that movie. Really sad parts in Forrest. At least you're not from Louisiana. Isn't that where Forrest is from? Louisiana? Oh my god. Yeah, $1 Million Baby was really sad too. Yeah. Those movies... $1 Million Baby was like Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's right. It's right to play around Stifle, but you slow yourself down the first couple of turns. Good game, The Mysterious Stranger. Good games. Alright, so what plays this? What plays this? This is some kind of Death Shadow deck. Because if this was in paper, you could say, oh, it's budget, because they don't want to spend $1,000 on Underground Seas. But since this is Magic Online, right? Underground Seas you can get for $6, and Watery Graves you can get for... They're $2, $1. This is a Death Shadow brew. Some kind of Death Shadow nonsense. We don't know what kind of Death Shadow nonsense. But we do know it's Death Shadow nonsense. Doomsday wouldn't play Marsh Flats. Doomsday would play blue-based shit. So this is some version of Death Shadow. I mean, obviously it could still be Doomsday, but I don't think Doomsday would play Marsh Flats. I could be wrong. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. You see? That's not even, is this not budget? But this is like the pimp version. So they went out and spent, $20, or no, $14 for that pimp version of that card. The proper version, I should say. There's $14 for this, so we can't scream budget. I kind of want to brainstorm here. There's a small chance that I hit a Stifle that could really mess with their plans. So I'm going to take this brainstorm. It's a bit of a spew, but never punished. We'll put these two slip out the backs here. And yoink. If I'd have wanted your opinion... Cycle Street Wraith. Yeah, definitely Death Shadow. This has some of the best flavor text of all time. If I'd have wanted your opinion, I'd have told you what it was. Days. I feel as though this is important to their game plan. So I'm going to force this. Am I pitching the Dress down, or am I pitching the Ponder? I probably need to Ponder for a land next turn. I'll probably just pitch the Dress down. Wow. Alright, so in hindsight, I should have kept a slip to pitch to the Force of Negation and like put Ponder on top so that I could draw the Ponder and then keep a sip to pitch, slip to pitch. I'm rusty at Legacy. I haven't played a lot of Legacy like Delver. Oh shit, ouch. That hurt. Okay, so I'm a little rusty with Legacy, or I would have, like, if we had put this Ponder on top, kept this slip through space, and then like pitch the slip through space, and then like we'd be able to cast the Ponder. That would have been a lot better. So we have 2 slips. So we could cast a slip. No, we can't. There's no target. Okay. So the better thing to do would have been put the Ponder on top. This is not Doomsday. This is a... Doomsday wouldn't play him. Doomsday just wants to kill you. Doomsday doesn't want to interact with you like that. Yup. See how they waited to my upkeep? Nice. Nice. What happens if we slip out an Oracle? We'd still die because the trigger's on the stack. That trigger, like... Uh-oh. That trigger can be stifled. But slipping out the back wouldn't do anything. We could dress down in response to it. Okay. Do we want to iteration? I don't think so. We won't be able to do anything with it. Okay. Iteration. Oh. Well, we're pretty far off these Uros. This is a lot. Oh, I don't mind if I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's argument to maybe waiting with this to play around days. Or not. They could have Snuff out here. It's kind of the removal of these kind of decks. Snuff out would be a bit of a problem. That too, a bit of a problem. Oh man, if we only had the mana for slip out the back. Rip. This is going to be a little less impressive on Murktide. Do we get rid of this Uro? We're two trops away from it. We'll just make it a 4/4, which will kill them in a turn. That's fine. Snuff out. Man, if only we had our stupid mana up for our slip through space, we'd be so fine. Are they playing their own Murktide? Well, we're going to slip it out the back. All right. No, we just have to take them to the Stone Age. The phasing works. That creature, anything attached to it, is don't exist until the controller's next turn. Blink. Get out of here. Okay. Yay. Oh, that seems good. If we are going to do this, we should upkeep it. We upkeep it so they can't Force of Negation. They know about this lightning bolt, if I'm not mistaken. They know about it from the Thoughtseize a million years ago. Yeah. Thoughtseize took a lightning bolt? Oh, well, they don't know about it. They probably have to assume about it by now. Okay, well, Let's cast the Phyrexian Dreadnought. Get out of here. Rip. 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 Cancel? Aw. Cancel didn't work that time. You guys lied to me. Put that land into play, go to 2. I accept. Okay. Old Ben Cat special. I used to have the old Snelson and Ben Cat special. There's 2 local guys who used to live in Binghamton, and then they moved away. But they fucking love their Death Shadow and Legacy. Alright, what do we want? We want... Oh boy. I want the Pyroblast to the Meltdown. You know who Ben Katz is? Nah, if we upkeep the Bolt, they have Stubborn Denial. Like, if we let them untap, they showed Stubborn Denial. We just walk into Stubborn Denial. That would be bad. Alright. What do I not want? I really don't want the Forces, to be honest. But I think I need them, but I don't want them. I want Scroll of Fate. I want... Yeah. Yeah, I just... It was more that whole them spending mana on their own turn. What do I want to sideboard? Why is this deck only playing 2 iterations? This card's cracked. Give me more. Veil does seem very good, too. We could just side these out, bring in these. We're also bringing in this. Let's cut the Forces. Let's shave. Slip out the back. Let's bring in Run Afoul. Let's shave another slip out the back. Let's shave. Let's shave an Uro. If they're going to have 4 Wastelands and they're going to go after our lands. Yeah, I think so. Blue-black doesn't really have any good way to deal with artifacts. And if we could resolve one, it should be very powerful. Huh. Ugh. Yes, Bolt's very powerful against this kind of deck. You can just kill them sometimes. They'll be very greedy and go down to, let's say, 2 life. And when we literally do no points of damage to them, we can literally just kill them with bolts. Hurkyl's Recall is a card? No, not really. It's only played out of Storm and like fringe decks. Meltdown is what everybody plays. They could be playing. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen a Death Shadow deck in Legacy in a long time. We'll keep this hand. Yeah. Look at that. 16 life. Oh, they're preserving their life total. Nice. Well. Yeah. The classic Legacy waste you. Storm can play it in the sideboard to deal with Chalice and stuff, but yeah. This time we go to upkeep. Hiya! It's a lot more depressing when they just keep playing lands. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, play you. I play Hurkyl's Recall and Storm to combat the rise of that 4-color garbage. Or 2-color. 4-color. 8-cast stuff. We could be in some trouble here. Despite our best efforts to wasteland them out of the game, they still have lands. So rude. Oh no, him! Him, I win. Aha, they put Uro in the graveyard. That's right where we wanted it. Silly opponent. Pop. You fool. That's where we wanted the Uro. No, Wasteland, you fuck. Son of a bitch. We need to find a Stifle here to try and stop that. We need to find a Stifle. No Stifle? Sad. Alright, we'll put back Dreadnought. And we'll put back... We're pretty far off from casting an iteration. Float a red. Snelson and I. Wow, what's up? Oh. The second Death Shadow comes up. There you go. The second I finally play against Death Shadow, then you show up. Nice. What's up? You see someone losing somewhere with a Death Shadow? You hear someone losing somewhere with a Death Shadow, and you're like, oh man, I used to lose with Death Shadow. I should be like them. No, it's okay. I'm just giving them shit. Might as well just crack this now. You heard the horn of somebody losing somewhere with Death Shadow. This Scroll of Fate. Huh. I think we'll keep it like this. The master of losing with Death Shadow. Listen, I think everyone who plays Death Shadow is a master of losing with Death Shadow. They're just wastelanding us. It's pretty miserable. Somehow, we attempted to play the game of Wasteland with them, and we're getting crushed. They're not actually doing anything, which is kind of nice. Ah, a 1-1. Alright, so what are the odds we can actually bolt this fucking thing? What do we think the odds are that we could bolt this thing? So, we could fetch a red. We don't want to draw the scroll. We just bolt it. What do they have? They could have Snuff Out. They need a target. They could have multiple Street Wraiths. They need 2 Street Wraiths here. Yeah, Wasteland would be a wonderful addition. I mean, if you want to stop 4-color, nothing would stop them harder than giving them Ren and 6 in Wasteland. So, alright, let's just bolt this thing. If they have double Street Wraith, they've got a double Street Wraith. Okay, powerful. Oh, there's a Street Wraith. There's a Street Wraith, just in time. Do I want to Brainstorm end a turn? Nah, it's kind of a spew. We want to draw a land. Shit. If we iteration, they'll probably daze it. Oh dear. Disaster. Disaster has struck. Disaster. We'll put back Dress Down, Bolt. Nothing but like being Brainstorm locked. I doubt it. I highly doubt that they are doing that. Let's try this again. We could iteration. Nah. Oh, beautiful. We'll put back Scroll. Dress Down. We're really doing a lot this game. Well, they're not doing much, so that's kind of good. What do you guys like 7? I guess we'll Dress Down at the end of their turn. That kind of progresses the board a little bit. How dare you? How dare you? So the reason I'm countering this is because their hand, they've probably been sitting on like 1,000,000 lands. Whoa. The reason I'm countering that, okay. 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 You may not brainstorm. Certain matchups in Legacy, because you get to all your powerful cards are answered by 1 mana cards after sideboard games of Legacy. Like if I play this Murktide, I make a big investment to it and they're just like, oh, snuff out. And they just kill me. Tilt. I'm probably gonna lose this game. Not Brainstorm and missing has been brutal. We couldn't have iteration. They did have the days. So we had the right read on the days. They'll probably take one of these cards. They took the Murktide. Alright. Well, now we are just going to iteration. Blech. Vomit. Vomit. Alright, I have a dream that one day we get to cast an Uro. Yeah. Legacy has more punishing things. Like, he could just play a Murktide and I could just go Pyroblast. I could just answer for 1 mana. Oh, there goes our... they could get rid of the Scroll of Fate. They probably should get rid of the Scroll of Fate if they don't have an answer for it. Because if we go land Scroll of Fate, that'll be probably a good game. No, no fear. There's no fear in this dojo. Give me a land. Yay! Don't have a daze. Fuck! That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna draw a green land. And then we're gonna flashback this Uro. Oh, they've gone to 3 life. They know I have a lightning bolt in hand. Bold. It's a bold move, Cotton. They're gonna hit me? Why would they go to 3? Alright, they're hitting me. Alright. Alright, let's go green land for Uro. Green land for Uro. Okay, okay. Haha! In the top deck war, the man with Sylvan Library is king. Yes. Good. Good. Alright, you have a turn. Here comes a giant Murktide. Pay 8? It might be a pay 8. We might just be paying 8 here. Let's see what's going on in our graveyard. We have an Uro. We have 2 bolts down. Remember that when that person said cut bolt out of the sideboard? Okay. Dress down. Draw 3. Would you like to use Sylvan Library? Yes, I would. Oh, okay. What would they have that would punish us here? They would have Stubborn Denial. We don't need the dress down. They would only have Stubborn Denial. We can play the Uro. Counter plus second. Stubborn Denial is the only thing. Why play Sylvan Library? Not to pay 8? Because Dress Down doesn't really do anything for us right now. And we don't actually die. Eh, we do die. To the Murktide. I should have paid 8. You're right. Alright, do we play the Uro? If we play Uro and we don't kill this, we're just killing it. If they have Stubborn Denial as their last card, they have Stubborn Denial. Hell yeah. You don't even need to play Uro. Okay. Is DRS really more OP than DRC? I think it's kind of close. DRC is very aggressive. Dragon Rage Channeler. Could you imagine Dragon Rage Channeler with Gataxian Probe? Holy shit. Just be like Channeler, Probe, have Delirium on turn 1. That'd be kind of nuts. What do I want to start with? Let's just start with the Volcanic Island. Be like, yeah, I'm Delver. Nothing to see here. I'm just a Delver deck. Just another Delver player, just like you. Mountain. Mountainia. Okay. Who plays Mountainia? Alright, we're going to dress down at the end of turn and then play an Uro. And if they are mono red, and it appears that they are, that will be game over. Do you post this list anywhere? Yeah, just hit deck. Uro is my jam, deli, and peanuts. War boss, eh? Alright, we have a choice. We can let this goblin... Yeah. DRC. DRS is a very, very powerful card. The only card that approached the power level of Deathrite Shaman was Ragavan. We're going to let this resolve. I want to just go with my plan of dress down into Uro. I think that'll be good enough to win this game. We could bolt this, but if we bolt this, we can't dress down into Uro. So we'll take the damage here. This is fine. Alright. 1, 2, dress down. Untap. Play land. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to play a 6/6. Your go. Your turn. Yeah. DRS could... Yeah, but that monkey was egregious. Ragavan was so egregious in Legacy. It was the worst thing they've ever done in Legacy. That card was ridiculous. Alright, so they have 4 mana. What do they get with 4 mana? No respect. Kiki Jiki. Alright, so the question is, do we play around... Do we give Fury some respect, right? So they have to attack with all the goblins, so never mind. They don't have a Fury. If they would have full swung, then they would have a Fury. But they don't, so we'll just block that one. Okay. Okay, so now we go to untap. Force of Negation. Oh, what to do, what to do, what to do. Alright, we start off with a Brainstorm. Huh. Well. I think we put back... I don't think we're iterationing this turn. I think we need to bolt. I want to attack with this Uro. I'm going to bolt the War Boss so we don't take a bunch of damage. I think we could maybe bolt the Shaman to stop them from getting mana. But I think the play is to put back Dreadnought and Library. Attack, play a land, put in a land. Bolt the Legion War Boss, play the Library. Land, go to combat. Begin combat. We're probably wasted Soken's on. That's what I meant to say. Attack you. Trigger. Put this land into play. The question is it worth wastelanding the Shaman? Is it worth bolt? Which one of these do we bolt? That is the question. We're gonna play Library. Which are we bolting? If we bolt this, we're wasting this land. I think we cut him off mana. We take more damage this way, but the damage is kind of negated by the Uro. They discarded Shatterskull and Ancient Tomb. Interesting. Mentor makes all the goblins. Nope. Okay. We take some damage here. No big deal. We take 5. No big deal. We'll be able to iteration next turn and probably find... We're drawing a Dreadnought, so if we find any sort of way to get the Dreadnought in play... I honestly might not show them the Dreadnought. We honestly might not show them the Dreadnought. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay. Yes, I would like to use Sylvan Library. Put you on top. I think we pay 4 here. We go to 12, we go to 15, yeah. Pay 4. Let's just iteration off the top. Let's start off with iteration. Oop, did I fuck that up? Yes, I did. Iteration. So, we want... Okay, well that sucks. So we want land to hand. I guess we want bolts. Bolts to hand. Dreadnought to the bottom. Wasteland in exile. Now we want to cast a Brainstorm. Oh, that's really not good for us. We'll put back Dreadnought, Uro, play the Wasteland, go to combat, attack with Uro, and we'll dress down during combat on their turn so they don't get an extra goblin. Yeah, we have to do it right here. We have to do it in their main. Magus of the Moon. We might let this resolve. I kind of want to let this resolve. No, that's probably not a good idea. I really want to let this resolve. I wonder what happens if I dress this down. What happens if I dress down this? It still makes everything mountains. Alright, let's Force of Will this. Pitch the second Uro. No, Uro gains his life. We'll pitch the Force of Negation. And then we will dress down. Okay. Two tokens, eh? So just need to find... Oh, they're dead. They have died. It was a good game, but now you're dead. It was a good, interesting game, but now you're dead. Slip through space on Kiki, bolt that, pop. Let me draw. Let me draw. The hidden falter mode? Yeah, I know, right? Oh, okay. Well, never mind. We'll put you on top. Pay 4 life. Slip out the back. Boop. Okay. Yay, we did it. And we didn't have to show them a Phyrexian Dreadnought. So they'll never have any idea we're doing anything weird, except for the fact we cast this bullshit slip out the back card. They'll never have any idea. Alright, we want Meltdown. We want Cindervines. I think we want Scroll. What do we not want? What do we not want? Double bolt them in the face. I didn't have another red. If I'd have known that Bolt was, if I had another Bolt on top, I would have let the Magus of the Moon resolve. Other creatures that we care about, all the good ones are 2/2s, right? I was just thinking about it. I'm like, all the good ones are 2/2s. So we're bringing these in. What are we cutting? Yeah. Festivities is already good if it's too late. I kind of think we slip out the backs. I think we cut an Uro. Or we cut Iteration. We're probably not going to have time for Iteration. Alright. Well, Force of Negation, we need to stop a Blood Moon. We literally can't beat a Blood Moon. I mean, we can beat it, but it'll be depressing. I think we need to mulligan this hand to more interaction. Okay. I'll keep this. We'll put back... Stifle's not going to be very good against them. Chalice on 1. Alright. Perfect. Perfecto. It's not a Blood Moon, so that's the most important thing. Would Slip be better than Stifle? Probably. But you could Stifle, like, random shit. Ugh. God, I hate this deck so much. I hate it so much. I hate it! I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Yeah, Slips for Dread, too. Yeah. Yep, it is mono red taxes. Now they're going to play some stupid goblin that kills me in like 5 turns. Oh, that doesn't... that goblin's not as scary as the other goblins. Okay, now we get Cindervines out. Okay. We can finally cast a spell. This is a very exciting moment for us. We've been waiting all game to cast a fucking spell. So now we get to cast one. Hallelujah. The question is now, which spell do I have to kill? I have no answers to the goddamn Chalice, but at the same time, Trinisphere. Cast the bolt into the Chalice, my friend? It's not the way. This is not the way. Cast Ponder, then Brainstorm first? Oh, okay. Very helpful advice. Sage wisdom, gentlemen. The old post-combat goblin. I believe this game has... oh, they needed to post-combat it too because of the treasure. Makes sense. I believe this game has slipped out of our fingertips. Believe we've lost this game. I guess we could Cindervines this, but then we're not casting a spell. We needed to force will one of these two things. One of these two needed to be countered, and we didn't counter them, and we lost the game to Wooded Bobs. Alright. What does Stifle actually do against them? Stifle does not do very much. We could slip out the space. Should probably bring Iteration back in on the play. Cut one of these. I like us playing Meltdown plus Dreadnought. Stifle. So Manifest is the mechanic from Fate Reforged where shit comes into play as a 2/2 face down creature, and you could pay a creature's mana cost to flip it up. Huh. Gonna mulligan this. Oh god. We'll keep this. We put back... This is such a good curve. I think we need a bolt to kill a creature. I think we put back Dress Down. We'll probably be able to find a Dress Down. Because you want to bolt a creature if they play some fucking creature. Stifle is good, but it's not the best against this deck. So Uro stay... Yes. You put it face down, Uro will stay. Chalice. I hate Chalice. I hate Chalice. I hate Chalice. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I'm going to get Snow-Covered Island here. Of course, now we're going to draw the ones. We'll put back 1, 2. I guess we put back Bolt, Dreadnought. So now we play... We just play this. And just let the Bolt go to the Void. We need both of these to get double green. Alright. All these cards just suck so much. Put one in the hand, Murktide Regent. Put one on the bottom. Lightning Bolt into the Void. Yield. Next turn we get to Uro. That'll be very exciting. Stone Trinisphere. I think that just kills us. I think we're literally just stone dead to that. I guess I need to keep a hand with Force of Will in this matchup. Just stone dead to that shit. I guess in theory we could draw a Meltdown, melt this down, and then play a Dreadnought. Sucky. We have to draw exactly Meltdown. No basics. This deck is very good against what we're doing. This deck is... The deck we're playing is very greedy. There's just 2 basic islands. This is very greedy for playing Uro. They just don't have anything? Okay. So we can still get out of this with the Meltdown draw. We'd have to... I mean, yeah, we have to draw the other basic island, though. We have to randomly draw this one island. Yeah, 1 in 47, yeah. We're more likely to draw the Chalice thing and then just be able to melt down this Chalice of the Void. This deck is not... We could actually legitimately draw the Colorless Artifact. The Colorless Artifact would get us out of this, actually. Scroll of Fate. Yeah, there is a chance. So we have Scroll of Fate gets us out of it. Meltdown gets us out of it. The other basic island gets us out of it. Scroll of Fate is the best draw. I agree. I agree, but what do I know? Okay. Listen, my friend, there's a new illusionary mask that's printed. Oh boy. It's called Scroll of Fate. It's fancier than illusionary mask. Scroll of Fate. Just in time. At least they're not really killing us very fast. We need Scroll of Fate. We do need illusionary mask too. Why play 2 Chalice on 2 ones in case we kill one? Let's say we have a braid. We braid this one. Ha ha ha. I still have another one. Well, I probably ought to counter this. 1, 2, 3. We'll pitch Uro that we can never cast or flip up. We took out some number of Stifles. Alright. We need Scroll of Fate. We need Scroll of Fate. Scroll of Fate. Scroll of Fate, the other island, Meltdown. That is not it. Yeah, you can't cast E. E's so weird with other things. Oh, just make it 12/12. Make it 12/12 that kills them in 2 hits. Uh-oh. Brainstorm time. It's got trample. This has trample, my friend. Well, let's just cast that. 1, 2, 3. We could draw the island and cast that, so... we just need Scroll of Fate, aka the fancy illusionary mask. Look at that. They figured it out. They don't need to attack with us. I mean, it's pretty smart if you, we're dead at this point. At this point, we're dead. We have to draw... What do we have to draw? We have to draw Meltdown right now, and then Meltdown X equals... Yeah, we're dead now. We'd have to Meltdown, bolt the reflection of Kiki Jiki. Alright, well... Rip. I guess I need to mulligan more aggressively to Force of Wills. The 4-0 dream, the trophy dream is dead. This deck is not ready for that deck. There's Scroll of Fate. Now here it is, just showing up. Mulligan. We'll keep this hand. We'll put back Dress Down. Or we just put this back because we already have the scroll. We could put the Dress Down back, but we kind of want the Force of Will. We kind of want a blue card. Do we just... It might just have to be Scroll of Fate. We'll put the Uro back. That might be sacrilege. We'll see, though. Then another shitty mono red deck. Cool. Unlicensed Hearst. Deal. Deal, friend. Huh. Am I just wasting Den of the Bugbear? No. Their punishment must be more severe. We must turn 2 Dress Down, turn 3 Dreadnought. I can't see them having an answer to the Dreadnought. They could play Fiery Confluence, which is an answer to the Dreadnought, but that's like the only thing I could think that they could have. Let's see what they've got. Mountain, Goblin, Rabblemaster. Well, we might as well force this. We don't actually... It does do a lot of damage. Do we care about it? Alright, how much damage are we going to take from this fucking thing? I think we do care. I don't know. We can... Next turn, we're just Dress Downing. And then I think we let it... We take 7 from it. Pretty good draw. Pretty good little draw. Legion Warboss. Powerful. Okay. Get a Volcanic. Dress Down. Gonna play a Dreadnought here. We could play the Scroll of Fate, But I think this one Dreadnought will be enough. I think this one Dreadnought should be enough. No, I don't think so. I think we have so many red cards like bolts and iterations that we want the red. And even if they do turn into a non-basic, we have the one blue, which is fine. So I think the one red is okay to fetch here. No trophy. Listen, we played a greedy deck and we ran into the fun police. We ran into the greed checkers. And this deck is not prepared for that kind of deck. Like having one Meltdown and then one Cindervines, this is not the preparation that you need. We lost to basically Mono Red Prison, where they went Chalice into Trinosphere into blah blah blah. I will be killing a Joblin here. Crunch. So, Dress Down kills Unlicensed Hearst, by the way. Crunch. Okay. So, they'll just take the 12, I imagine. We don't need to do that. If we do that, this thing loses trample, and we can't kill them. They're trying to set up to block and trade. You just kill them slowly. That is true. Killing them softly with his song. Okay. So they're going to crew the Hearst with a Goblin Shaman. And then they're going to crew, block, exile these two, make it a 7. They'll still die? What am I missing here? All right, well, we're swinging. Okay. Okay. We had a sweet play where they go to crew, they activate this, and then we dress down to kill this. This thing dies with dress down, so just something to know. Alright, so we beat this deck. We want this, we want this, and we want this. What do we want to cut? We want to cut. Stifle doesn't really do much. Dress down loses trample. Yes, this would lose trample, but they wouldn't have a blocker. Yeah, it doesn't matter because the blocker dies. Yeah. They were like setting up to do that, but they did it wrong, so they just died. This hand is... If they play a Blood Moon, though, this hand's sweet. Ready to bolt them out. We need to mulligan this hand. Doesn't do anything. We'll keep this hand. It sucks, though. Put back an iteration. But we have Force of Negation to stop something absolutely bullshitty. Like a Chalice or something like that. Trinosphere. Turn 1 Trinosphere. Turn 1 Blood Moon. The shit that beat us in that other game. Yeah. This deck is just very RNG. If you draw the right hate pieces, you win. If you draw the wrong ones, you lose. It'll be okay. When's the last time you even used Internet Explorer? Okay, that's a good draw. Where's their tome? Where's their craziness? Where's their craziness? Where's their ancient tomb? There it is. Not really going to be able to find anything. I guess I could find I should brainstorm now. I could find a force away. Oh my god, of course we don't have another fucking land coming. Tilt! Tilt! Tilt, 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 tilt. Alright, we'll put back green card and green card. Yep. All right, we have to dig. All right, Brainstorm, I believe in you. Oh, motherfucker. All right, we'll put back these two. And then next turn we'll ponder away. We have been defeated this game. Yeah, that's it. I mean, we have been defeated. Things are not looking good. Luckily, we got this Force of Negation. Remember, your browser has a subscription fee. All right, we need to ponder into red land. No. All right, we have a red land. Step number 1, get a red land. Step number 2, Bolt War Leader. We're still very dead, by the way. We're taking 6, 7, 8. Yep. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Yep. That was close. Close game, both sides fought hard. Let's run it back. This deck should have been 5 color for ending. Yeah. No. No, it shouldn't. Oh, hey, we have spells. Yay. Keep. They're going to 6. They're going to 5. We're going to go land. We're going to go ponder. Force of Will, Scroll of Fate. I want these cards. I want these cards in this order. No. This or Minotaurs? This. This plays real cards in it. Minotaurs is the worst deck I've ever seen. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. Uro is so greedy. Uro is so fucking greedy in this deck. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. They don't really have a threat here. They don't really have anything going. Do I want to pitch an Uro to deal with this? I think I do. I think I do want to pitch an Uro. And then I'm going to draw and play. We're going to get red here, and we're going to play Meltdown X equals 1 to kill the Chrome Mox. Alright. Alright, we doing it. Yes. Now, this is game... It's so stupid. I was like all excited to play the Scroll of Fate. It's literally game number... It's the last game of the league. Literally the last game of the league. And we finally got to play Scroll of Fate. And it's literally not even worth it. It's just better to play Dress Down. It's just better. Dress Down just puts it right in play. This is our one chance to cast Scroll of Fate. And then here comes fucking Dress Down to ruin it. The scroll, yeah. Not one time did we manifest a card. Yeah, scroll is busted. We did it. We did it. We did it! Alright. What'd you guys think of this deck? We went 4-1. First things first, we must celebrate. Celebrate good times. Tezzeret. Tezzeret the Schemer. Always scheming, this Tezzeret. Yeah, that was the first chance to play Scroll. Yeah, cut Dreadnought for Delver. Jackalops. We are rich. We got an Eye of the Hive Tyrant. Hive of the Hive Tyrant. Eye the High Tyrant. This card. Icebreaker Kraken, Thespian Stage, Shram, one of the most stupidest cards ever. And we got some 1930s thing. Cool. Okay. Tony Scapone, thank you for the raid. Welcome, everyone. If anyone wants to learn about the Epic Gamble, check out Tony Scarpone stream. He is very good at it. Alright, I didn't really enjoy this deck. This Uro stuff felt so greedy. This felt like the greediest fucking... I mean, it was ironic because every time we cast Uro, we would win. But, like, feels like you might not need this. Or like, you can make your mana base a lot better. But, I mean, at that point, you just might as well just play more of these. Play more of these, cut these, play these. You know, there's a lot you could do here. I think the sideboard is not very well positioned for mono red. Mono red just kind of destroyed the deck. Thank you, thank you. Soon.